This month, China broke ground on one of the biggest construction projects in human history, a $167 billion mega dam in the remote mountains of Tibet. It's so massive that it will use 60 times more cement than America's Hoover Dam, and enough concrete to circle the planet 5 times. But behind the steel and the cement that is being poured into this project, there's something far bigger at play here. With this dam, the Chinese President Xi Jinping is basically planning to restart China's sluggish economy, lock down Tibet, and gain more power over its neighbors, especially India and Bangladesh. Let's just break this down for you. The dam is being built on the Yarlung-Tsangpo River, which in Tibet is called Zangbo, and in India, Brahmaputra. The river starts in the glaciers of Tibet. It curves around one of Asia's deepest gorges and then plunges over 2,000 meters, creating one of the most powerful sources of hydropower on the planet. Engineers are drilling giant tunnels through the mountains to send water down to spin massive turbines and then release it back into the river. It sounds clean, it sounds smart, but with everything China-related, there seems to be a catch. You see, this area is extremely fragile, geologically and ecologically. It's prone to earthquakes. It's home to endangered wildlife like snow leopards and red pandas. One wrong move and it could damage an entire ecosystem that supports millions downstream, including in India and Bangladesh. Still, for Beijing, the rewards outweigh the risks. And with this, China hopes to create 200,000 jobs a year, boost the GDP by up to 0.2%, soak up surplus cement, steel, copper, reduce reliance on coal. But most importantly, it will give Xi Jinping tighter control over Tibet, a region that has long resisted Chinese rule. By pouring in workers, roads, railways, Xi Jinping is not just building a dam there, he is trying to build his dominance. Already, locals in nearby towns say rents have doubled, shops are filling up, investors are rushing in. This is no longer just about power, it's also become about people and control. And what about the neighbors? India is watching this closely. You see, this river becomes the Brahmaputra after it crosses the border, feeding farms, homes, cities all the way to Bangladesh. India said in January it had raised concerns with China about the project in Tibet, saying it will monitor and take necessary measures to protect its interests. In fact, India's foreign ministry had said then that China has been urged to ensure that the interests of the downstream states of the Brahmaputra are not harmed by activities in upstream areas. But of course, there are concerns. What happens if Beijing one day uses the dam to try and manipulate the water flow, for example, as a political weapon? China has built over 55 dams on trans-boundary rivers. From the Mekong to the Brahmaputra, it controls the water taps of Asia in a way. And India is not alone in worrying. Countries like Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam are already seeing droughts because of China's upstream control. And now with China refusing to fully share plans or data of this new dam, trust is thin. And back home, Xi Jinping is banking on this mega dam to try and secure his legacy. Just like Mao had the Three Gorges Dam, Xi Jinping wants something bigger and more permanent. But will it deliver? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.